Hello everybody, welcome to Nanjing.
So Nanjing is a capital city of Jiangsu province. This city is steeped with history and culture.
Yes, that's right, and it was also the capital of a few dynasties, including the Ming dynasty as well as the Republic of China. I'm Gilbert.
And I'm Lilian.
Welcome to another exciting episode of Gilbert Travelogue. So today we're going to explore the city. Shall we begin?
Yep.
Okay, let's go! Getting to Nanjing is easy. If you're flying in, you will land at Nanjing Lukou International Airport with connections to major Chinese and international cities. It is a convenient 40 kilometers from the city center, and a Deji ride can take you there in just 35 minutes. If you're coming from Shanghai, Hangzhou, Suzhou or Beijing, the fastest way is by high-speed train. The trip from Shanghai takes you just about an hour and a half. Nanjing has a well-connected metro system, which makes getting around simple and affordable. If you're not the walking type, taking taxis and TD rides are convenient and relatively inexpensive. Another way to move around in a city is the Nanjing's version of Tutut. It is thrilling and definitely beat any traffic jam in the city. 好，谢谢你，拜拜。好好。For accommodation, I recommend the Westin Nanjing Xuanwu Lake. It's convenient, comfortable, and offers amazing lake views. If you prefer staying in the city centre, Jingling Hotel and Intercontinental Nanjing are great options. Okay, let's kick off day one with some history. We start our morning at Ming Xiaoling Mausoleum, one of China's most impressive historical sites. Ming Xiaoling Mausoleum is the grand tomb of Zhu Yuanzhang, the founder of the Ming dynasty. It stands as one of the most magnificent imperial burial sites in China. Unlike the later Ming emperors who were interred near Beijing, Zhu Yuanzhang was laid to rest in Nanjing, the dynasty's first capital. Construction began in 1383 while Zhu Yuanzhang was still alive and continued for 24 years. Spanning over 2,600 meters and consisting of more than 30 structures, the mausoleum was designed to resemble an imperial palace rather than a traditional tomb. A visit to the tomb begins along the 1.8 kilometer long Spirit Path or Sacred Way, a grand processional route lined with stone statues of animals, both real and mythical. Lions, camels and others stand as eternal guardians of the emperor. Moving along Wenzhonglu, visitors pass stone statues of ministers and generals, positioned as if standing guard for centuries, ensuring the emperor's eternal protection. One enters the central area of the mausoleum complex through the Wenfu Fangmen, or the gate of the civil and the military. Outside this gate, an inscribed stone tablet bears an official Qing dynasty decree ordering the protection of the tomb. Inside the tablet hall houses 5 steles, the most notable of which is the one in the center, mounted on a massive stone tortoise. This stele is inscribed with 4 Chinese characters, 自龙唐宋, meaning his governance surpasses that of the Tang and Song dynasties. These words were written by the Emperor Kangxi of the Qing dynasty during his 3rd inspection tour of the south in 1699. The emperor and his wife, Ma Wanghou, were buried in a massive clay tumulus which spans 400 meters in diameter. The Minglou, also called the Soul Tower, stands partially embedded in the front face of the tumulus. A stone wall surrounding the burial vault bears an inscription with 7 Chinese characters, identifying the site as the mausoleum of Emperor Ming Taizu. This UNESCO World Heritage Site holds immense historical and cultural significance, drawing visitors from around the world. For lunch, we made the mistake of eating at a cafe in Sanyu Sushe, but honestly, I wouldn't recommend it, so maybe we'll skip this one. Just within a short distance from the Spirit Way is the Mei Ling Palace, Mei Ling Gong, one of Nanjing's most enchanting historical sites. This elegant mansion was once the residence of Song Mei Ling and is often referred to as the Palace of Love due to its association with the couple's deep bond. Built in the 1930s, the palace served as a retreat for the First Lady and her husband, offering a tranquil escape from the political turbulence of that time. The structure resembles a European-style villa with its graceful green tile roof, arched windows and grand halls, yet it harmoniously integrates traditional Chinese design elements. Inside, visitors can explore the opulent rooms which once hosted important political meetings and personal moments of the couple's life. There is also a chapel right at the third floor of the mansion. Beyond its historical significance, the palace is also a place of exceptional beauty. It is surrounded by more than 4,000 ginkgo trees which turn golden in autumn, creating one of Nanjing's most breathtaking seasonal landscapes. When viewed from above, the palace and its surroundings resemble the shape of an emerald pendant, adding an almost mythical allure to its charm. Walking through its halls and gardens offers a glimpse into the lives of one of China's most influential couple. Next, we visit Yat-sen Mausoleum, one of the most iconic landmarks in Nanjing and located still within the Purple Mountain Scenic Area. This grand mausoleum stands as a symbol of China's transition from imperial rule to a republic. Dr. Sun Yat-sen, who played a pivotal role in overthrowing the Qing dynasty and shaping modern Chinese political thought, is honoured here in a way that reflects his profound influence on the nation. Approaching the mausoleum, visitors are greeted by a long, imposing staircase of 392 stone steps, leading from the grand memorial archway at the base to the main hall at the top. This ascent, though physically demanding, offers a symbolic journey, one that represents perseverance and respect for a man who dedicated his life to revolution and reform. As visitors climb higher, the panoramic view of the lush surroundings unfolds, providing a breathtaking perspective of both the mausoleum and the vast expanse of Zhongshan Scenic Area. Laomendong has long been an essential part of Nanjing's urban fabric. Historically, it was one of the old city gates, a key entry point into the bustling life of the city. While the original gate no longer stands, the area has remained an active marketplace. This market is worth visiting because it offers an authentic slice of local life, something that modern malls and polished commercial districts often lack.
I'm here to try the sao ping. It's handmade sao ping. I picked the pork belly. The bread is nice and hot and crispy.
The food culture is one of the main draws of Laomendong, from the famous Nanjing salted duck to tang bao bursting with hot broth. The variety of flavours reflects the city's deep culinary heritage. We had our dinner at a restaurant called Xianxiang Jiudian.
So our first dish, xian sui ya salted duck. It's fabulous. I would rate this 10 upon 10. Must try. So you're supposed to put the crab roll onto your white rice, and then if you want some vinegar to go with it, you can, and you mix them all up, and then you eat. It's very fragrant, and the egg roll, fabulous. A good mix.
We also had dessert at a very popular dessert store called Douhua Zhuang. If you enjoy exploring everyday life in a city and stepping into places that hold echoes of the past, Laomendong is a place that should not be overlooked. After dinner, Lilian and I took a stroll towards the Confucius temple area. The Confucius temple area, Fuzi Miao in Nanjing, is one of the city's most vibrant and culturally rich destinations. At its heart lies the Nanjing Confucius Temple, originally built during the Song dynasty to honor Confucius, the great philosopher and educator. Over centuries, it has evolved into a lively hub where visitors can experience the essence of Jiangnan or southern Yangtze culture, making it an unmissable stop for travelers. Traditional Ming and Qing style architecture lines the street.
So this is a place where you get souvenirs to bring home. They sell all different types of hand cream. They have chamomile. They have cocoa. Coffee is coffee. Yeah. And evening primrose.
The area really comes to life in the evening. The Qinghuai, which runs through the district, transforms into a dazzling spectacle of lights. The waterfront glows with light from the red lanterns reflecting off the gently rippling waters. The historic buildings and pavilions are illuminated, creating a mesmerizing scene reminiscent of old China. The atmosphere is both festive and enchanting, transporting visitors to an era where scholars and poets once gathered here. One of the most memorable experiences is taking a traditional boat ride along the Qinghai River. Our day 2 starts with breakfast at Starbucks. It's a simple but convenient option before heading to our next destination, the Nanjing Massacre Memorial Hall. The Nanjing Massacre Memorial Hall, 侵华日军南京大屠杀遇难同胞纪念馆, is a solemn museum dedicated to commemorating the victims of the Nanjing Massacre. It was established in 1985 and was built on a site where mass graves were discovered and has been expanded and renovated to enhance historical preservation and education. This tragedy happened from 1937 to 1938 when Imperial Japanese forces occupied Nanjing and committed widespread atrocities. The memorial serves as both a historical record and a place of mourning, ensuring that the world remembers this dark chapter in history. A reservation is required to visit the Nanjing Massacre Memorial Hall, and visitors, including foreigners, can make their reservation through the WeChat mini program 南京大屠杀遇难同胞纪念馆 or the official www.19371213.com.cn. It is advisable to book in advance as slots can fill up quickly, especially on weekends and public holidays. When Lilian and I visited the Nanjing Massacre Memorial Hall, we found it to be a deeply moving and sobering experience. The museum is designed with a dark and solemn aesthetic, with black granite, dim lighting and statues of mourning figures setting the tone even before entering. Inside the museum presents a chronological retelling of the massacre with historical photographs, survivor testimonies and artifacts. One of the most powerful exhibits is the Wall of Names, listing down victims, and also the excavated mass graves where human remains serve as a stark reminder of the atrocities committed. The documents and photographs on display provided a harrowing yet necessary insight into the scale of the massacre. Visitors moved through the exhibits in near silence, absorbed by the weight of history. Many locals pay their respects by offering flowers or bowing in front of memorials. The visit left a lasting impression on us, reinforcing the importance of remembering history and the need to promote peace among nations. After visiting the memorial, we went to Cuiyuan in Deji Plaza for lunch. Deji Plaza is known for its high-end shopping and luxury brands. But did you know that it is also famous for its washrooms? So in Plaza 1, you will find China's most luxurious toilet from floor 1 all the way to floor 6. And the floor 6 being most luxurious. Okay, come. Follow me, I will show you what's inside the toilet. This mall has taken restrooms to an entirely new level, turning them into immersive art installations that attract visitors, spark social media buzz, and believe it or not, drive retail sales. Since launching its first luxury bathroom in 2021, Deji Plaza has continued to push the boundaries of restroom design. Each installation gets more extravagant, starting with the 5 million renminbi Michelangelo art style, then the 8 million renminbi forest garden, and in 2023, the jaw-dropping 20 million renminbi cyberpunk nightclub washroom. Walking inside, you will notice the use of mirrors to create stunning visual illusions. So, why is a luxury mall investing millions in washroom design? The answer is marketing. These restrooms aren't just for convenience, they are viral sensations. On Xiaohongshu, the hashtag Nanjing Deji 20 million washroom has already hit nearly 3 million views. And it's working. In 2023, Deji Plaza recorded 23.9 billion renminbi in sales, making it China's second highest grossing mall. Our visit to Xuanwu Lake was a peaceful escape in the middle of Nanjing's urban landscape. The lake, surrounded by lush greenery and traditional Chinese architecture, was the perfect place to take a break after our lunch at Deji Plaza. As we walk along the lakeside path, the calm water reflected the city skyline, creating a beautiful contrast between nature and modernity. One of the most unexpected and fascinating parts of our visit was stumbling upon the Bride's Market near the lake. This unique gathering is where parents and relatives come together to try and find suitable partners for their children. As the sun began to set, we found a quiet spot by the river, taking in the golden hues reflecting off the lake's surface. It was a perfect ending to a day filled with history, culture, and unexpected discoveries. While at the Xuanwu Lake, we also explored the historic Nanjing City Wall. One of the most striking features of Xuanwu Lake is its connection to the Nanjing City Wall, an ancient fortification that has stood for centuries, bearing witness to the city's rich history. This section of the Ming Dynasty city wall, built in the late 14th century, runs along the lake's southern shore. A fascinating detail about this part of the wall is that it was built on the foundations of the old stone city walls from the 6th Dynasty's period. Many of the bricks used in its construction were actually recycled from the older wall, linking different eras of Chinese history in a single structure. Walking along this historic fortification, we could see the wear and age on some of the bricks. Some even bore inscriptions indicating the brick's origin and the name of the make and the official in charge. And this is now a valuable historical record that provides great insights of the construction technology of that time. Climbing up to the top, we were rewarded with a spectacular panoramic view. On one side, the calm waters of Xuanwu Lake stretch out before us. On the other side, the view of modern Nanjing. The area around the wall was lively, with locals jogging and cycling along the lakeside paths below. After visiting the Xuanwu Lake, as it was a Sunday, We attended Mass at the Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception, 圣母无染原罪始太堂, more commonly known to locals as 石鼓路天主教堂. The cathedral is a significant landmark that has stood as a center of Catholic faith over a century. The cathedral's history dates back to the Qing dynasty, when it was first built by the Catholic mission in China. However, it faced severe destruction during the Northern Expedition War and had to be rebuilt by the Chinese government in 1928. Stepping inside, the cathedral offers a peaceful and solemn atmosphere with tall vaulted ceilings and beautifully adorned interiors. Attending Sunday Mass here gave us the opportunity to experience firsthand how this historical church continues to serve as a spiritual gathering place for Nanjing's small but dedicated Catholic community, which includes some folks from Singapore and Indonesia who happen to be in Nanjing while studying or working here. After Mass, we dined at a pretty interesting place, 宴请烤肉铺子, a Haidilao subsidiary and a fantastic spot for barbecue lovers.
Well done, Haidilao. I love the meat.
On our last day in Nanjing, we visited the Niushou Mountain Cultural Tourism Zone, Niushou San Wenhua Luyou Qi, which is around 40 minutes TT ride from the city center. This tourism zone is a breathtaking fusion of ancient Buddhist heritage and modern architectural grandeur, featuring serene temples, stunning pagodas, and the awe-inspiring Ernisa Palace, an underground masterpiece of spiritual artistry. The Ernisa Palace is by far the most incredible, eccentric, and over-the-top Buddhist temple that we have experienced. Opened in 2015, this multi-billion project is the most recent addition to Nanjing's sacred Buddhist sites. This has been a holy Buddhist site since the Tang Dynasty, but the original Ernisa temple was destroyed during the Taiping Rebellion in the 1850s. Later, when a fragment of the Buddha's skull was allegedly found here, Nanjing spent an estimated 4 billion renminbi to construct a grand new temple complex. With that budget, they spared no detail. The first part of Ernisa Palace that we entered was the Chan State Scenery, a breathtaking, detailed hall filled with exquisite jade relief panels. As we passed through, we stepped into an enormous hangar-sized hall where things truly became surreal. Here, the focal point was a large reclining Sakyamuni statue that slowly rotates 360 degrees in the center. The hall itself was a dazzling fusion of gold, bronze, and vibrant LED lighting, creating a dreamlike experience. Surrounding the statue were alcoves filled with thousands of miniature Buddhas, ornate bronze trees, and intricate lattice work on the ceiling. Next, we followed a curved porch hugging the Great Ernisa Hall. From here, we took a series of escalators deep underground, descending into the 10,000 Buddha corridor. Lining the entire passageway were countless Buddha sculptures from floor to ceiling, leading us into the heart of the Great Ernisa Hall. The Great Ernisa Hall is the undisputed highlight of Niushou Mountain. Every inch of the hall was adorned with intricate carvings, shimmering golden orbs, colorful marbles, and crystal inlays, all of it deep beneath the surface of the earth. Everywhere we look, Buddha statues serenely smile down at us, as if reminding us to take in the experience with calm appreciation. After making our way back above ground, we passed by the 88-meter tall, 8-tiered Ernisa Pagoda, built in the Tang Dynasty style. The pagoda offers breathtaking views across the entire Niushou Mountain Cultural Park, and visitors can climb all the way to the 9th tier for the best vantage point. After an unforgettable exploration of the place, we stopped for lunch at a vegetarian restaurant inside the Asnisa Palace. The meal was simple, yet incredibly satisfying, with a variety of fresh, flavorful Buddhist vegetarian dishes. So, if you ever find yourself in Nanjing, do not miss Niushou-san. It's an interesting mix of commercialized spirituality and artistic brilliance. Okay, it's a wrap.
If you enjoyed this video,
Don't forget to give us a like, leave a comment for us, and subscribe to.
Gilbert Travelog.
Until our next video,
We'll see you again.
again. Okay, bye-bye.